Hi guys, it's Julia Gulia, artist survivor, back with another message. Today, this message is going to be a little bit different than some of my other ones. I really want to talk about codependency and being alone. We have been taught in society that being alone is a bad thing, and it's all lies, lies, lies. I have never been more happy than I am now, and I've been alone for the past 3 years straight. And before that, I was married for 2.5 years. Prior to that, I was alone for 7 years. And honestly, those 7 years were the happiest years in my entire life. And I think we get duped into thinking that people are the answer, and they're not. And it's all lies. I have never been happier than I am now. I have never been happier than I was when I moved to Costa Rica. I found a property, 16 acres, with a 2-tier waterfall. I had an animal sanctuary where I took care of my 2 pigs, my 2 goats, my 5 dogs, 2 cats. I would rescue animals, and I was never, ever happier than that. I would wake up, I would swim in my pool, I'd listen to high-vibing music, I'd hang out in the sunshine, I'd see butterflies. It was a lot of work, and living in Costa Rica is not for sissies. We had falling trees, we had mudslides, we had poisonous snakes and poisonous spiders, and it is not for the weak, for sure. I mean, it takes a definite level of courage and strength to move to a whole other country, learn a new language, not leaving your friends and family behind. So I just want to talk about codependency for anybody out there who feels alone and feels like they're nothing without this person that they left, or boo-hoo. It's like, no, 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 no. If you have time to cry and complain about being alone, that is privilege, because there are lots of people out there who are working, 2 and 3 jobs, that don't have time to cry, and they just have to keep on going. So know that being alone can be, like, honestly, one of the best things in the world. And if you are in that healing place, take the time to be alone. Force yourself to get out there. Force yourself to take yourself on dates. Force yourself to go to that movie by yourself. Force yourself to go take a cooking class. Go turn on music right now and cook, and put on your favorite podcast, or clean your house, get those baseboards. Like, come on, like, we don't have time to boo-hoo. Make a list of all of your dreams, all the things that you want to accomplish. Listen to a podcast on gratitude. Honestly, I think gratitude is the gateway out of hell. It's just like when you feel sorry for yourself, or we live in the boo-hoo, it literally just brings down your vibration. And then you just keep attracting all of those desperate people, that cling. And we're not clinging anymore. In 2026, we're moving quickly. We're stepping into our power. We are, writing down our dreams. We're accomplishing them. We don't have time to sit around in our beds and, doom scroll and complain. I am guilty of spending time, raising my voice for the shelter crisis that's going on right now for the animals. And I do get sucked into that, where I am trying to make a change. I am trying to be the voice, but I even catch myself doing that too much. And it's like, okay, let's go for a walk. I've got my 5 dogs, and get that blood moving and get out there and meet people. And if you don't really like to be around people, go to Barnes and Noble, go get a big stack of books. Go get some magazines, go through them, get some inspiration, pick up a paintbrush, paint. It's like, we don't have time anymore to let the algorithm control us. This is it. This is our life. And at the end of your life, like, what do you want your painting to be? Like, you're a painting, and what do you want it to be? What do you want your movie to be? It's your movie. You get to pick all the characters in your movie, and stop, feeling like you have to desperately cling onto these low vibrational entities that don't even deserve your light. You work hard for your light. You are the prize at the end of the day, and you don't need them. They need you. I feel like if anyone is in my presence, it's a gift, because I'm very discerning about who and when I spend my time with. So if I choose to be with you, I'm sorry, but you're, like, pretty lucky. I'm not even sorry. You are lucky, because I have so many things that I love to do, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. I would much rather save animals and be the voice for animals at the end of the day than waste my time with back and forth stupid texts with people that just want my energy. They're not giving me anything back. So be selfish with your time. Stop boo-hooing and get busy. Get busy living your life. Get busy living your dreams. Go buy that dress and be the person that you really want to become. Be the person that you always envy when you see them. You're like, God, that person has the best energy. Be that person. There's nothing stopping you. You're the creator. You get to be and do and have and say anything that you want. So if you're like pissed off that your partner is, draining you, or you're not having fun, or, you're not living your life, that's your issue. That's your lesson, really, at the end of the day. And if you're going places with your partner that bring you down and you're not really happy about, that's your issue. That's your fault. You get to change that. You need boundaries. You've got to step into the version of yourself that you want to be for you and for the world. The world needs more people with high self-esteem. That's the best gift that you can give your friends, is having self-esteem. And if they're judging you and they're like, who does she think she is? Move on. Be the villain. Who cares? Like, I have always been the villain. People will always make me the bad person in their story, and that's fine. Let them. I'm fine with that. It really does, at the end of the day, I get to choose what I'm doing. I'm painting all these amazing paintings that bring me joy. And if nobody else likes them, that's fine too. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it makes me happy. I put on high vibing music. I have my dogs around me. I've got something cooking, and I'm painting something that I want to bring onto this planet. Or buying perfumes that make me happy, and they tell a story. It's like this little story book of having all these different scents, and people are like, well, don't they go bad after a while? And it's like, no, they don't. But I don't know. I think it's just really being discerning about who and what you do, who you surround yourself with, and be the villain. Don't be afraid, and go do all those things. Book a one-way ticket somewhere that you've never been before, and just, go do your thing, go swim. If you want to swim the ocean, swim the ocean. If you want to go swim with dolphins, do it, but please do it in the ocean, not in captivity, or at these hotels that keep them in captivity. But yeah, just, he's tired. I took him on a walk. But yeah, let's just stop with the boo-hooing and live our life to the fullest. And I really do think we are here to walk each other home, and I am all about the win-win. So there's enough for everybody. So like, I don't know. I think the world, it's like we really need to heal our own trauma and stop projecting it on other beings. Like, if you're cutting everybody out of your life, it could be an issue with you. You know what I mean? But that, not always. I do think sometimes it is good, if you are a chosen one, to cut people out that are using you, that are not seeing your worth, all that stuff. But I think that if you, at the end of the day, if you're repeating the same pattern and you're going from relationship to relationship to relationship, and you're just miserable being alone, and you can't be in your own energy, and you always have to have alcohol, or you always have to be busy. It's time for you to fix that. Like, stop projecting all of your unhealed trauma on everybody else. It's disgusting, like jumping on all these like Hinged or whatever, like all these dating apps, when you haven't even taken the time to heal yourself and go inward and be accountable for, hey, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Like, learn how to be alone. There's nothing wrong with it. And if everybody would just heal their trauma and stop projecting it on everybody else, and stay in their own fucking lane. Sorry. Stay in their own lane. That's the only time I've ever cussed on here. I really think the world would be a much better place. Like, get your poop in a group, like, do the things that make you happy, your passions. What makes you want to spring out of bed in the morning? Write it down. And if you don't know, find out what that is. That is your mission today, is to find out what it is that makes you happy. Is it cooking? Is it traveling? Is it sewing? Is it hiking? Is it biking? Is it saving animals? Whatever it is, go do it. Some wood carving. Maybe you used to do that and you don't do it anymore. Maybe it's fishing. Well, fishing's so low vibe. No, don't do that. Sailing. Anything. Like, going to a beach, hanging out, watching bird watching, anything that makes you happy. At the end of the day, find what your passions are. You know, put your phone down. Don't look at it first thing in the morning. Yeah, call someone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Call your mom, call your dad, reach out. How are you? Make time for these people and go have lunch with them. And I'm not saying like live in total isolation on top of a mountain. I've done it and it is fun, but it's definitely not for everybody. So I've got some new content coming up. I'm really excited about it. I want to focus more on helping and empowering people who are suffering and or maybe just feel alone, because I have survived cancer. I have survived living in a country, you know, in South America by myself for many, many, many years, learning a language, not knowing anybody, like fixing things that break constantly. And it's like, if I can share that with others, that's great, because at the end of the day, I do want a world that is win-win. So anyway, stay tuned for more up and coming content. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.